Good evening, everyone. Today we'll be talking about the topic social media's role in shaping society. If I were talking about development, growth in our society, what do you think is the most important that can be credited as the soul or over hundreds of products, over hundreds of development that means the most to you? We used to say to our parents or friends, you are the world to me. Because they are very meaningful to you, that's why you're able to say those words. In the same way, what is the world to you when it comes to something to which we have seen amazing development in our society? How do we shape society? Let's first talk about this. We all know shapes. What would happen if the factory makes the ball, football, in this shape? How does my hand looks like? It looks very flat, right? How would you kick this product? Would you consider buying this type of football in the company? Nobody will buy it. Another example. This is a pen that is used for writing. What would happen if there is without the ink? What's the use of pen without the ink? Worthless, right? The cover itself won't be effective for writing. To be more useful, it has to has each ink, and moreover, the ink has to be covered with the cape, the cover, this and that show. That's the exactly point that I'd like to take up. What does it comprise? It comprises of many things. As we are to talk about social media shaping our society, there are a lot of compositions that can be mentioned about being very important in shaping our society. But as our topic has said, we will focus specifically on media. How do we use media? And what are the platforms we find it interesting? Elon Musk. He is now the richest person in the world. When he was 12, created video games and he was selling the game for a company with hundred dollars. At age 12, he created video games. Back in the village, people begin studying 10 years at the earliest. That's how there is a big gap between people from the Western countries and Asia. What do we know? What can we find because of this gap? They are more advanced, they are more creative in doing something great, because when we are small, at age 5, that's the right time to focus on new things. Otherwise, when we keep growing up, the brain does not function as expected. As scientists have confirmed, The child must start at age 5 because that's the exact years a child can pick up anything without any difficulties. So friends, today we love social medias, we love playing social medias. But if we don't utilize it in changing this generation, it'll affect each one of us living in this generation. Moreover, it'll bring catastrophic to the next generations. What it affects that can be measured, that can be done in order to improve usage of social media. WhatsApp group. It is basically used for sharing information. Instagram. This platform by the users use it for sharing photos, videos, reels, this and that. YouTube's. It's used for watching video games, several videos that are being posted by several YouTubers. What do we see from all these platforms that are being in the interface, in connecting to people, in exposing ourselves? This won't be effective. So friends, today, social media helps us in communicating with people from different locations. In the earlier in the earlier years, we were not comfortable to have all these facilities. Now we are filled with free stuffs. What do you want to learn coding? You can learn from YouTube. What do you want to learn? Do you want to learn about how to deliver a presentation in front of the public? Get tips from YouTube. How do you want to build habit? How do you want to understand the rules of games that you'd like to play? Learn from YouTube. How do you know that some products are beautiful, some products are not beautiful, but the quality, the actual quality of the product can be identified through YouTube? How can I build, how can I improve my relationship with parents? There are several tips given by the most experienced persons from YouTube. What can we learn in this present generation?